Well, driving around parts of Northwest Ohio looks a little bit different these days. You feel like you're cruising around in circles because, well, you're headed into a roundabout, right?
Yeah, they've become a part of many daily drives. So many people are wondering why they're popping up. And tonight, 13 ABC I-Team reporter Sean Hegarty is asking the question, do they make your ride any safer? And Sean is standing by live now. Answer, Sean.
Yeah, they're not only changing roads, but they're changing ramps as well. This is the future I-475 Door Street interchange behind me. It, too, will have roundabouts, changing the way we drive, all in the name of safety. From the sky, it looks pretty easy. Just go around in a circle. When you see your exit, off you go to your destination. But from the ground, it's a little different.
They still haven't figured out what they're doing because they're not paying attention to all the signs. They're just going.
Kathy Cummings would know. She has a roundabout on both ends of her Toledo Street, the newest one in front of Joey Brown Park at Manhattan Boulevard and Phillips Avenue.
I like them, but people have to pay attention and read the signs. You got to turn one way, follow the routes.
The routes are pretty simple. Yield to drivers that are already in the circle, then go right. Roundabouts force you to go right, which is by design and for your safety.
Entering the roundabout in a certain angle and yielding to the vehicle already in the circle so that you can reduce a lot of the head-on collision, the T-bone collision.
Engineering experts like University of Toledo professor Eddie Chu study traffic flows and have found that whether it's an intersection with a light or a stop sign, the left turn is the most dangerous action a driver can take. Roundabouts eliminate that and slow you down, leading to safer intersections.
A reduction of fatal crashes is 90%, reduction in injury crashes is 76%, and we have about a 35% reduction in overall crashes.
That's in part why ODOT teams with communities for new ones, for example, I-75 at Wooster and Bowling Green. Construction already underway here for roundabouts at the exit and entrance ramps to help in part with the congestion when students leave and arrive back to BGSU, adding something young drivers will now have grown up with.
I think the youth, people like my age, we find it better because it's smoother. You ain't really stopping and in at the light. It's all going in the flow. Drivers
like Shaquille Young enjoy the flow and the convenience. What they might not realize is that they're part of something called channelization, a fancy way of saying the roundabout tells you where to go, cutting down on your chances for an accident.
A lot of times with an intersection where there's a traffic signal, one of the dangers, of course, is people rushing to beat the red light. Where in a roundabout, you don't have that.
An additional bonus, fuel efficiency. You're not stopping at a stop sign or a red light.
Yes, it would add up because 30–40% more fuel, just that one intersection. And you have multiple intersections along the way. There's accumulated together. All the drivers going through it save that amount of fuel.
Roundabouts are not perfect. Some in central Toledo still have trouble navigating this double roundabout off of Detroit Avenue. These roundabouts also will not prevent all accidents. People not yielding or stopping short could cause fender benders. And there is a high price tag. For example, the one here at King and Door Street in Lucas County cost over $1.4 million.
Probably the biggest challenge for the roundabout is the initial cost, because it is quite costly to put them in, depending upon the jurisdiction. That is probably the biggest challenge we have. But again, that's an initial cost, not like a life cycle cost.
But they're not going anywhere. So if you think they're a hassle,
go drive them. Because we hear this quite a bit when we've tried to put them in Northwest Ohio. Oh, everybody's apprehensive about it at the beginning. We go to the public meetings and we hear that, and we try and tell them, you'll like it, just give it a try.
Do it slow, do it easy, and just follow. And if you see traffic, take your time.
Now, these roundabouts don't work everywhere. In more urban, highly trafficked areas, the roundabout couldn't handle the volume of that, let alone cities would have to acquire so much land to put one in. Each roundabout, the diameter is about 80 to 90 feet. But if you were in a more area that's open and rural, you can expect to see more of them instead of stoplights or stop signs. Lee and Diane?
What do you think?
I'm on board.
I am too. I think they're easy to navigate. I understand how people have to get used to them. There's a learning curve to them, but I think they keep traffic flowing nicely.
Yeah, like New York, like Sean said, New York City, not so much.
Tough, but you know, right around on the way to Spring Meadows, well, a lot of us know how to handle that because we all know how to get to DJ Maxx there.